Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'll be discussing the things that walked in the past day or so. Well, today really. Yeah, this is all today. So, first off, I have this Navy grouping, and he's British Navy. His son had the exact same name and ended up in the Canadian Navy in World War II. He was on the King George in World War I. So, first off, the tin is made by Jeeves. As you can see right here, it still has the name on. And then you go here, this is a japanned case. As you can see, the finish on the paint, it probably shows better somewhere else, but his name is A.F. Piers, Royal Navy. And you open up the chest and oh look, beautiful officer shoulder boards. Just gorgeous. They're well preserved because they were kept in here. I probably shouldn't be touching them just because of that. But look at that. Jeeves, London and Portsmouth. Gorgeous. Beautiful officer shoulder boards. The other one should be exactly the same, of course. Normally this is all messed up and pulled off. This one's actually in very good condition. I won't play with this, but someone could fix that. So there's that. And then you flip these up and you find a Bicorne hat with a beautiful little navy button on it. Beautiful condition hat. Fore and aft. See the colors there, makes it navy. Also the button, of course. Made by Jeeves, again, which is nice. So by a special appointment to His Majesty the King, it says in tiny little lettering right there. You'll find the King and the Queen in there, depending on the era it was made. So then we find, again, an immaculate officer's sword belt. Just beautiful fire gilt on that. It's gorgeous. I didn't even look at the belt yet. Let's hope it's marked Jeeves also. I don't see it, but no, I don't see it as marked Jeeves, but it's still beautiful quality. And then we get in here and there's the, I guess, so that's the full dress. That's the undress. And let's see if it's marked Jeeves. I don't know. I just found it here. It's sitting there all curled up. Oh yeah, it's beautifully marked inside. Right there. Right there. His Majesty the King, also marked. That's quite nice. And let's see, there's something here. Captain Piers. So that's obviously whose tin it was. That's what it says on it. Let's see if there's anything in this one. Yeah, there's another one. There's another sword belt. Again, I didn't even know there was 3 of them in here when I bought this. So that's cool. Oh, it's marked Jeeves again. I'm not even going to try and put this all away without doing it properly and carefully. So I'm going to remove this from the counter before I mess it up somehow. So let's put this off the counter because there's no space. Shoulder boards. What's nice also about this is that here's the sword bag with his initials on, AFP. There is his son's sword bag, also marked Piers. But the nice part about this is that, well, that says Algonquin. So this is his son's sword bag from World War II. So it's HMCS, also no, this one's John M. Piers, Royal Canadian Navy. So he obviously used his father's sword in World War II. It's a foul weather case to protect it. And here's the sword. So beautiful sword, beautiful fire gilt condition. It's gorgeous. Sword knot, as always, you find is in this condition for Navy swords because they were used and abused. And then, so with Navy swords, you flip these up. As you can see, it's right there. A.F. Piers, Royal Navy. That was his father's in World War I. Flips up like that. And this is just an astounding condition blade for its age. So it's Jeeves London again. Beautiful fouled anchor on there. Nice etching. No conditions at all, issues at all on this blade. It's just beautiful. Looking at the other side, you'll see the same thing. Just immaculate blade. It's not been messed with. No one's left their fingerprints on it, which is very nice to see because honestly, normally they're all messed up because they're not taken care of. Kids sword fight with them and everything. If this was made by Wilkinson, it would say Wilkinson sword on there and there'd be a serial number on there and you could trace it. This does not. It's made by Jeeves, which is still fine, but that's where the number would be if it was made by Wilkinson. So there's that. And also, as I put it away, just to get it out of the way, came this nice officer's dirk. So you don't find them as much. I don't, maybe the sword hanger is in there for it, but it's an early one. Of course, I should have just pressed the button, but I didn't. So the etching isn't as clear on this, but it's been used very well. So you can see the fouled anchor with the crown above. And then you flip the other side and you see George V. And there's the button to push to take it out of the scabbard. And you get the lion's head here. I'll turn it around for you. Lion's head. Kind of mushed face, but that's okay. It is what it is. And sword knot was not on here. I honestly don't know if Dirks actually wore sword knots with Dirks, but that's what it is. There you go. Typical for its age. Guys would wear these, get into cars, and that's when you get the door dings. So you get marks like that. That's normally what it's from, especially on steel scabbards, but you know, that's what it is. This is a really nice condition, actually, scabbard and dirk. It's a very nice piece, and it's all one guy's stuff. So that all came in from a collector whose father purchased it from another dealer, and truthfully, he paid way too much for it. So I bought it off him, traded it off him, whatever. But it is what it is. It's a nice group, but it was too much. So I ended up getting it. So now I got to process it, photo it, and list it. So that's a really nice group, but it is what it is. So off to the next thing. So I picked up this. I had to make sure it was real before I did anything with it. First model E-boat badge. Sorry, second model. No, it's first model. It's first model. U-boat badge. Yes. Snowboat. No, I'm wrong. Yes, I'm sure my employee's going to tell me that it's the... Whatever. My employee's making fun of me in the background, but that's okay. Anyways, so we go to the other side. It's an E-boat badge. You see the maker right there. And these are faked. You do have to be careful with them. You can see a little burnishing on here. Truthfully, I think this has been... I had a slight repair at one time for some reason. I showed it around to make sure it was right first. It's good, which I don't have a problem with. What's nice is that you still have the cardboard box, which you normally don't. Normally they're gone because it's just a little flimsy box, right? They get destroyed. So there's that. And that's going to get listed and put up on the website. This came in also. I can't quite figure out exactly what it is. Obviously it's the dog barking. It's a cleaning kit for a weapon. Obviously it's US, but it's been issued to the Canadians because it's Seabright, dated 43, and it's got all the rods in it still. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm sure somebody who's enlightened on this will see this and tell me it's something else, but whatever. It is what it is. It came in with the Korean War grouping that I picked up that I'm going to show you in a second. So I get these in. Standard KFS issued to the Canadian Army. This one's 1952 dated, sea broad arrowed. It is what it is, so that's okay, right? 1952. So this is a Korean War piece, period. So that's cool because it's all marked and all matching for the same manufacturer. Normally you get them, they're all pieced apart and all messed up and don't match. But hey, in this case, I got them together. They came with this button stick, which is used for polishing the brass buttons. What's nice is that you have a service number on there and a sea broad arrow right there and maker mark. But what's unique about this and why I like it is that normally I don't care about post-war battle dress. Canadian Guards, 2nd Canadian Guards, marksman, good conduct, etc. So, and he's a signaler, fine, right? So what? But there's a service number. 11th Company, Crampton, service number, 11th Company, same service number, marked twice. I didn't check the date on it. It's right here. Dated 1951. came in and sold it to me. He did not go to Korea because he was in the 2nd Canadian Guards, but it's still, you know what? I liked it, so I bought it. It wasn't $1 million. It's not as expensive as a wartime one, but it was something different. So, and you have to have something different, because if you have the same old thing, it doesn't sell. So there's that. Last but not least, some lady came in with a bunch of swords. She showed up. I met her in the parking lot because there's too many to carry in. Truthfully, someone was buying Chinese knockoff Japanese swords. I'm not even going to show them to you because they're not worth your time even looking at. But these, and I'm going to get the country wrong, they're from Africa. These are part of lances. Not lances, that's the wrong word. So if you're in Kenya, they're used as spears. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say, spears. So they're not necessarily old, but they are sharp. And they still make them to this day, but they were something different, so I bought them. They weren't $5 million, and, you know, there's something to hang on the wall if you want. Something different, right? You never know what you're going to get walking in the door. So that's my excitement for today. Dog barking and all, but it's all good. It's one of those days, definitely. So anyways, follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out the website. You know what? I can't believe the stuff that walks in. I can't believe the things that we find. I know that sounds like a scam, but the stuff just walked in the door today. So hope you have a nice day, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.